Pay by bank. How does this work? Hey everybody, how does pay by bank work? Well, pay by bank is a payment method that allows consumers to make purchases online or in-app directly from their bank account, where the money comes directly from their bank account without using a credit or a debit card. Now, this method, it actually leverages the bank and credit union's secure online banking systems to authorize and complete transactions, providing an alternative that is both secure and convenient. We got to have the balance of both for consumers and for merchants. So both sides can benefit from this. In the US, pay by bank systems are part of a larger movement towards open banking and real-time payments, those instant payments, which are facilitating faster and more transparent transactions. This is a good thing. I want to go ahead and say this is not CBDC. Not. Here's how pay by bank actually would work, or a typical process. Number one, in the checkout process, as a consumer, you select pay by bank as the payment option for you to use at the checkout on a merchant's website or within their app. Number two, select your bank or credit union. See, as the consumer, I'm going to be prompted to select which bank from a list of participating institutions, hopefully my bank or credit union is on the list, that I want to use. Step three, authentication. I got to be who I say I am. As a consumer, I'm going to be directed to my bank's login page where I'll securely log in using my online login credentials. Now, this step is really important because it ensures that the payment process leverages or makes use of additional security measures, especially those that are within my bank, such as like two-factor authentication. So I'm going to probably get like a code or an email. I got to confirm, hey, yeah, it's really me doing this. Step four is authorization. Once I get logged in, as a consumer, I'll be able to see the account details and I'll be asked to go ahead and authorize this payment to be able to take place now and maybe even for future payments. Now, this does involve, reviewing the payment amount and selecting which account to debit. If you only got one account, that's real easy. But if you use multiple accounts, you're going to be able to select which one to debit from that financial institution. Step five, I get a confirmation. After I've authorized the payment, the transaction is then processed in real time or in near real time, depending on the payment channel that is selected and available. Now, both the merchant and the consumer, me, receive confirmation that the payment has been completed. I mean, come on, FedNow, less than 20 seconds. RTP, in 5 seconds. These are great options to use within Pay by Bank. Oh, and settlement. Well, the funds are transferred from my account to the merchant's account, and settlement takes place. Actually, settlement is taking place between my bank or credit union and the merchant's bank or credit union that quick. Pretty cool. The speed of settlement, though, does vary a little bit, depending on if you're on RTP or if you're on FedNow or if you are using a different payment channel, which could actually be not seconds, but hours or days, depending on how it's used. Now, this is coming with a lot of benefits. So I'm a big fan of Pay by Bank. That's how it works. What are the benefits? That security I was talking about, making use of the financial institution's existing security and authentication protocols, helping to reduce the risk of fraud. I didn't say eliminate. Every payment option type is going to have some kind of fraud we got to be aware of, but it helps to greatly reduce it. It's also pretty convenient. It eliminates the need for me to enter card details or even additional personal information beyond my initial login that I'm using, and there are companies that actually help with that login process. Oh, and speed. Many pay-by-bank solutions offer usage in the real-time or near real-time payment processing like RTP or FedNow. And privacy. I mean, I want to respect my privacy, people. It minimizes the amount of personal information that is actually shared with the merchant. Now, in the US, the adoption of Pay by Bank, it is supported by a growing number of, let's say, infrastructures for faster payments. We see where there are some merchants or offerings on the RTP network, which is offered by the clearinghouse, and the FedNow service by the Federal Reserve. Both instant or real-time payment networks that transfer and even settle transactions in seconds. These platforms, these new payment channels, they are really the backbone that is necessary for the instant and secure bank-to-bank or financial institution transfers to make Pay by Bank possible and a success. So for now, though, I got to say, class dismissed. Go pay by your bank.